So this is the course content. Anyway, please bring your Gmail IDs in chat window so that I will share the course content under today's video also. I am not going to discuss now in detail each and every topic now. Maybe you can spend some 10 to 15 minutes time just go through this one. But if you ask me what we are going to discuss, whatever maybe features or maybe options, right? Functionalities are available in Fusion, right? Everything we will discuss. We won't skip anything, right? So again, right, as I mentioned, I am not running any institute. I am a working person. I will conduct sessions from home. That is also only one batch. So I am not having any hurry to complete within, right, like institute 10 hours or maybe 20 hours. Minimum this course will go to 50 plus hours session. So that means just you only can imagine how what we will discuss. So here you can see all the course contents, right? So manufacturing, right? All the setups and the corresponding functionalities, everything we will discuss. On top of this one, we will discuss advanced topics also like outside processing, right? E-signatures or maybe contract manufacturing, right? Or maybe a B2B manufacturing and CTO cycles as part of that one we will discuss ATO, PTO, kit, right? All the details we will discuss. And also we will discuss now latest technology, right? That is Redwood pages. Oracle is migrating all their forms to Redwood pages. So those things also we will discuss. Just spend some time, go and right, uh, go through the course content. And quality, here you will find the quality details. And again, as I mentioned in manufacturing, quality also, whatever may be, right, functionalities are available, each and every functionality we will discuss. Like we will discuss receiving inspection, manufacturing inspection, ad hoc inspection, even we will discuss PIM inspection also, product development. During the product development, how inspection will happen whenever you are introducing, right? Before introducing new product, how we will do the inspection and the corresponding setups, right? And also how to customize workflows, all the things we will discuss. Just go through this one. And here we are having one topic called application composer. This one we won't discuss. Why? Because it's purely a technical topic. Means you need to know Groovy script, Groovy language code you need to know. But just I will tell you what we can do. So by using application composer, so that what will happen? Maybe if your customer having requirement as a functional consultant, you are the main, right? You are going to facing your customers, right? So you cannot say no if ask anything. So what are the things, right? We can customize by using page composer. Those details just we will discuss. So that, right, you can discuss further with your technical team and you can implement those changes by using application composer. But to learn this one, you need to know Groovy script. Generally, technical peoples will handle. Anyway, we will see. So this is about course content. Just lot of topics are there, right? It's not just like to discuss to finish the course or maybe 10 hours or 20 hours. Just go through this one, you will understand. Anyway, I will share this one. No need to go in detail. Anyway, let me close this. Okay, let's start today's our session. Maybe today I'm facing some, right, due to heavy rain here, some internet fluctuation, right, only for today. Just please adjust. Uh, and also, as I mentioned, you will get the videos every day after the session, and also instance also you will get it for practice. And there is no, right, you can use maybe 1 year or maybe 2 years, you can use it. No issue on that one. Okay, now let's see what is manufacturing. Let's start today's our session. So before, right, my expectation is before starting the session, you must know at least little bit knowledge of what is Fusion application. But anyway, I will explain here, right? But if you need in detail discussion on what is Fusion application, I already shared whoever already given me their Gmail IDs. For them, I already shared some Fusion basic videos. Hope whoever got those videos, they've gone through. But anyway, those videos also almost 7 to 8 hours video is there. It will describe you the what is Fusion application, some basic concepts. Whoever don't know what is Fusion, okay, I will share those videos. Okay, so let's come to our main topic. That is nothing but a manufacturing. and quality. So now we will discuss about manufacturing first, then we will move to quality. So you know very well, manufacturing is a process, right, to follow to produce finished goods or maybe final products. So basically manufacturing, it will allow you to efficiently to configure or maybe to set up your plant, manufacturing plant, and to manage your manufacturing plant activities, and it will allow you to execute your production plan, nothing but your production activities, and also whatever production activities you have performed in your manufacturing plant, all those things has to cost a right, then only final product cost system will calculate. So that means cost of your production operations, everything you will handle by using manufacturing. So Oracle Manufacturing Cloud, it is an integrated part of supply chain management, and it will support both discrete manufacturing and process manufacturing. Discrete manufacturing, 100% all the functionalities are available, but in process manufacturing, not all the functionalities are available. We will see whatever functionalities are there, we will discuss. And this manufacturing, it will support in-house production, means everything you will do in your manufacturing plant. Or maybe you can give the contract manufacturing also, means you will outsource, right? So I won't produce any laptop, for example. I will ask my supplier to manufacturing laptop. Just I will give my requirements. They will manufacture the laptop and they will hand over to me. Just I will attach my label on that laptop, my company logo, and I will sell the product to my customer. So, but in-house means everything you only manufacturing, right? So it will support both in-house and contract manufacturing. And also it will support project-based manufacturing also. Means for that you have to implement project portfolio management. So as part of project, your project team, they will create a project. Against that project, what are the material required, right? Those material, you will start the production. That means all material related activities will happen against a particular project. Yes, it will support project based manufacturing also, execution also, it will support. So basically, right, manufacturing process, it will include transformation of your raw material into finished goods through some series of steps, some predefined series of steps, right? And by using this manufacturing cloud, you can carefully plan your uh, uh, plant activities, and you can coordinate internally, and you can execute as per your plan, and finally it will go to the quality check, and also it will support costing also, right? So just to describe today, right, we will try to understand. Lot of people maybe came from EBS, some terminologies got changed when compared to EBS to Fusion. Whoever may be not from EBS background, please ignore those EBS terminology. So I will introduce some terminologies, right? Let's see now. So as part of, right, during the course, this is our right assumption. Okay. So this is my manufacturing plant. Let's assume maybe Samsung or some mobile, right? So I will manufacture two types of products. One is mobiles, one is laptop, right? So for example, if we take mobile manufacturing, I'm having some departments, right? Assembly department where I will assemble the product. Once assembly is happen, I will do the installation, maybe some software installations. Once this installation is over, my quality team, they will do the quality check. So if quality check is passed, that is nothing but a my good finished product. That finished product, I will move to finished goods sub inventory. And to assemble this product, I need raw material, right? Maybe I may require RAM, or maybe right, memory card, processor, or maybe some chips, right? Required, right? So those raw material I will maintain in raw material sub inventory. Whatever may be raw material required to assemble, I will supply from this raw material. That is the input, and output is my finished product, FG. So during this process, let's assume my manufacturing maybe 100 mobiles. But during the quality check, let's assume two mobiles are completely damaged or whatever it may be reason. So it may go to a scrap. So further to maintain my scrap, I'm having separate sub inventory scrap. So let's assume this is our shop floor, right? Here we will manufacturing mobiles and here we will manufacturing laptops. We will see all these technologies, what is work center, what is work area. When compared to EBS, these are the new names, but functionality is same, but technology got changed. So as per right, this is our right. Let's assume our manufacturing plant. As per this note, throughout our right session, we will go through by using this screenshot only. Okay. So let's see now first some technologies, and we will try to understand what is the meaning of those technologies. For that, just I will take simple example again, same thing, laptop. This is my finished product, right? Or maybe final product. To produce this final product, right, I require some raw material. I may be required, let's say, right, RAM, raw material. This raw material I may procure from my suppliers when based on demand. Hard disk and let's say motherboard. Okay. So now, right, these parts, right, we will call it as a raw material. Laptop, we will call it as a final or maybe finished product. So to make this item, right, we will go through, right, it will go through different standard process which we defined to produce a finished product. To produce finished product, right, above components are required. That is nothing but a raw material. So now, let's see now terminologies. What are the terminologies we will use in Fusion application when compared to EBS? First one is manufacturing plant. That is nothing but your inventory organization or maybe where you will do the manufacturing. So at this place, what you will do, you will define an organization, right? Inventory organization or maybe organization where manufacturing setups you will do or maybe transactions you will perform, right? All your manufacturing related activities where you will perform, that one you have to configure as a manufacturing plant. Let's assume I am having two manufacturing plants, right? Mobile plants. One is in New York, one is in New Jersey. So in that case, we are going to configuring two new inventory organizations, New York and New Jersey, and we will classify that inventory organization as a manufacturing plant so that all your manufacturing related configurations or maybe processes you can capture at your newly created inventory organization level or maybe a plant level. So then before starting, right, manufacturing, first we have to configure our master data. Master data nothing but your items, right? So this is all these are items, all these are nothing but items. Laptop is item, RAM is item, right? Generally, as part of implementation project, you know very well, we won't create anything manually. We will load the data by using data conversion in EBS. But here how we will load is by using FBDA. We will see how to load the data. In EBS, to migrate the data, right, it is purely a technical task. But in Fusion application, data migration or maybe data upload is no more a technical task. By using FBDA, right, Excel-based solution which is provided by the Oracle, we are going to uploading the data without writing any single piece of code. We will see how to load manufacturing data by using FBDA. So before starting any configuration, first you have to ready with your master data, that is nothing but your items. So then you have to configure bill. Bill is nothing but to produce your final product, what are the raw material required? That one we will call it as a bill. So here we will call it as a item structure in Fusion application. Item structure is nothing but right? Item structure is nothing but a list of material required, list of raw material required to produce finished product and how much it's required. Maybe RAM, it may require 2 RAMs. Hard disk, only one, right? And maybe processor, one processor. Motherboard, maybe 2 or maybe 1. So that means, so how many components required? What are the components and how much component required? So that is, we will call it as a bill. Bill of material in EBS, we will call it as a bill of material. Now here we will call it as a item and also item structure, sorry, item structure. And also this bill of material, right? In EBS, what will happen is it is available as a separate module in EBS. But item structure in Fusion application, it won't be available as a separate module. It is an integrated part of your item creation. As part of your item creation, right? If structure you want to create, yes, by using item creation process only, we will create item structures. Nothing but a bill of materials. We will see how to create. Then we will configure, right? Calendar. That calendar we will call it as a manufacturing calendar. Generally, in EBS, we will call it as a calendar, but in Fusion application, right, we will call it as a schedule. We can call both calendar or maybe a schedule. Schedule is nothing but a calendar. So why we have to configure? Maybe, right, your manufacturing plant, right, operating only Monday to Friday. But how my system will know, right? What is your valid days to perform the transaction? Whatever may be calendar you associated to your inventory organization or maybe a your manufacturing plant, accordingly system will try to schedule whenever you are created your discrete jobs or maybe work orders. So we will see how to create calendar. So as part of calendar, you have to specify how many shifts your manufacturing plant is working, like morning shift, general shift, or maybe afternoon shift, or maybe night shift. And also we have to configure, we have to specify what is the shift timings. Means morning shift means maybe 7 to 2. General shift means maybe 9 to 6. Afternoon shift means maybe 2 to 10. Night shift means 10 to night 10 to morning 6. And also optionally we can specify exceptions, calendar exceptions, schedule exceptions. Those are nothing but your holidays, right? Like Saturday and Sunday is holiday. Like that, maybe on auspicious days, you may get some more holidays, like Dasra, maybe Christmas, or maybe Ramjan, whatever it may be, Diwali. But how system will know, right? These are the specific days. Every year in India, we have 11 days holidays, right? Generally. But how system will know what are the 11 days? So those things we will call it as a exceptions. We will configure as a calendar exceptions. So we will see as part of calendar creation, we will see all those information. Then we are having one more technology called work area. Work area. Work area is nothing but right, these things. So work area is a specific region or maybe specific location in your manufacturing plant where you execute your production activities. So you can define as many as number of work area. It is just a logical grouping. Now let's assume, right, my organization, my customer is manufacturing two final product, right, finished product. One is mobile, one is laptop. So now what we can do? We can configure, right, mobile area is one work area where he will perform mobile related operations. Laptop is another work area where you will perform all laptop related activities. Or maybe I will create one more work area where I will do only services. Means whatever products I sold to my customer, due to some reasons, right, they will send, it will come back to returns, right? So where I will do the some services. So maybe I may all those things, right? If you see the manufacturing plant, all activities generally they won't perform in one place only, right? Specific places are there. Services they will do separate place. Mobile activities they will do separately. Laptops they will do separately. Similarly, sales related activities they won't perform sales related activities at your shop floor, right? They may have separate office where sales team will sit. They will do the all sales related activities. Similarly, in manufacturing plant also, I'm hello.
Hello.
Yes, sorry. Due to heavy rain here, right? Internet is fluctuating. Sorry for that. Okay. So, okay. So work
Please
area,
repeat work area.
yeah, that's only. Work area is nothing but a specific region in your manufacturing plant where you will execute your production activities. So work area is nothing but a physical grouping of or maybe logical grouping of your work centers. Right? If you see, right, here we are manufacturing two finished products. So I will group, right, mobile work area, this area as a mobile work area, this area as a laptop work area, And let's assume somewhere here we'll do all repairs, services. Maybe this place I will configure as a service work area. So like that, depends on your plant layout, manufacturing plant, right, layout, right, or maybe what are the activities they are performing. Optionally, you can create as many as number of work areas, but at least mandatory one work area you can define. Instead of defining multiple, maybe I will define only one work area. From there only I will do all activities. It's purely depends on, right, you have to understand your plant structure, plant blueprint, how your customer is doing. Accordingly, logically, you can group, right, your work center, something but a departments as per the executing production, executing activities. Okay. That is about mobile work area. Sorry, work area. It is a specific region in your manufacturing plant where you execute your production related activities. Then each work area contains different departments. In EBS, you will call it as a departments. In Fusion application, we will call it as a work centers. Work centers. So please go on mute. Sir, for every topic, right? Once topic is completed, we have QA sessions, each and every topic. There we will discuss if you are having any questions. Okay. So work centers, nothing but a department. In EBS, we will call it as a department. So what is work center? Work center is nothing but a department or maybe production line where you will perform your production operations. If you see assembly area, this assembly area we will configure as a one department, nothing but a one work center where I will perform all mobile assembly. Then we are having another work area, sorry, work center, that is nothing but installation. That is the place where my engineers, they will install the softwares or maybe some other activities they will perform. In QA work center, right, my quality team, they will do the quality check. They will do the quality check. So these are nothing but a, right, departments are nothing but a work areas, right? Or maybe sometimes you can call it as a production line where an operation is performed. So work center contains resource information, production resource. See, if you see, right, assembly work center. To perform assembly operation here, some resources required, right? What are the resource? Maybe one mission. Resource are two types. Maybe a equipment, it may be a labor. So basically your work center comprise production resources for which capacity and their availability, right? We can inform, we can plan accordingly. So these production operators who are working in a particular department, particular work center, what they can do, once they've done the activities in a particular department, they can report. For example, right, here they use today to produce 100 laptops, they use 100 RAMs, 100 hard disks. So how much worth of raw material, right? Quantity of raw material, what is the raw material they consumed, how much quantity they consumed, all those activities, they can report material and resources, time, right? How much time they spend on a particular department, and also what are the operations they performed. All those things we will record again as this work center, right? Whenever they perform any activities in a particular work center. So that is nothing but a work center. Hello? Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, sorry, just please understand today due to heavy rain here. Okay. Okay. So that is about work center. Okay, nothing but in EBS terminology, a department. So as we discussed just now, each work center, it is a combination of resources. Resources, let's see now, resources. Resources are nothing but two types. One is, right, resources are two types, labor and equipment, right? For example, lathe machine, that is equipment, or maybe labor, manpower, right? That is, he is nothing but a labor, that is nothing but a manpower. So basically resources are two types, labor and equipment, which are used in your work center and they are going to performing all the operations as per your predefined plan. And also, right, operations, whatever they performed, and we can track in a particular department, nothing but a particular work center. So we can define your resources as a equipment or maybe labor, and also we can specify granular level also. That is nothing but a resource instance. What is resource instance? For example, let's assume I defined resource as a lathe machine, or maybe just I defined as a assembler. What he will do? He will perform assembly, but only one person is there. This is nothing but for example, if you take IT terminology, let's say software engineer, that is a just general name, right? But software engineer, whoever working under this position, maybe 100 employees are working. So how you will identify whoever working as a software engineer? By using their resource instance, nothing but their employee ID, right? Their employee ID. Same thing here. I I define I defined here as a assembler, but I am having 10 assemblers. That is nothing but a 1 second, sir. Yeah, 10 employees are there. 10 employees are there. But how I will track which employee is working in a particular department, how much time he spent, right, to perform a particular operation, right? Some resources may be ideal. If you see, right, in our office also, I am having 100 engineers, but all 100 engineers are engaged to any project? No, right? Maybe 50 people are maybe on bench, 50 people are in maybe on project. But similarly, in my production line also, I'm having 10 assemblers. So I want to track granular level of their activities, which resource, how much time he's spending on a particular operation, right? Or maybe who is in ideal, maybe due to maybe, let's assume maybe some work is not there. Sometimes your resource may be in ideal, right? And also you can schedule accordingly. So that is nothing but a resource instance. Nothing but a resource is a general name, assembler. Instance is nothing but a, you will associate each and every individual of employees as an instance, so that you accordingly you can plan your production activities. For example, right, all 10 resources are working 24 by 7, right? Accordingly, what I will do? 24 by 7, I will run the plan. But that is not the case, right? In real time, I'm having 10 resources, assemblers, maybe 5 resources are working on morning shift, 5 are working in night shift. So that means accordingly, I have to schedule my manufacturing activities. Only whoever may be available, 5 people, accordingly, I have to schedule morning shift, and accordingly, right, evening shift activities also I have to plan. That is nothing but a resource instance. Similarly, you can define resource instance for what is this equipment also. Let's assume I created one equipment resource as a lathe machine. But lathe machine is a general name. I'm having 10 lathe machines. But how I will know which lathe machine currently is operating, under which department this lathe machine, right? Uh, Maybe let's assume 5 lathe machines are in work center 1, 5 are in work center 2. Maybe in work center 1, that lathe machine is working only morning shift. But work center 2, particular, right, 5 lathe machines are working for 24/5/7. How you will know? First, you have to associate your instance. That instance nothing but whenever any lathe is nothing but asset, each and every lathe machine is associated to asset number. So you will specify granular level of resource instance for easy tracking purpose, right? So that is what a resource can be scheduled in your work definition or in your work center. So this resource instance is nothing but defined as a labor or maybe equipment resource. So particular resource instance you will associate with the particular resource, so that you can easily track their activities whenever you are performing production activities. So that is the difference between resource and resource instance. If I don't configure or maybe associate individual resource instance, like nothing but employees, right? End of the month, I want to know how many assemblers are ideal, how many assemblers are working 24/7. How I will know? It's highly impossible, right? So generally, right, every manufacturing plant we will associate resource instance so that it is helpful to schedule your production activities, and also you can drill down granular level of their production activities. You can drill down. Then we are having one more concept called standard operations. That is nothing but again, if I go back, right? So if you see, right, if I want to produce a finished product, what are the activities I have to perform? First, I have to assembly, then I have to install the software, then I have to perform quality check. These are nothing but your standard operations. Operations are nothing but a sequence of manufacturing steps to be performed to make the finished product. These standard operations, once you configure, right, again, operations are two types. Operations are two types. Standard operation. Standard means only once you configure, whenever you can reuse those operations. Or else ad hoc operations also you can define. Whenever you are creating your routing, right? You can create in a particular routing, you can create ad hocly. But whatever you created ad hocly, those are available in a particular instance only. You cannot reuse it. But generally, if you see, right, operations in mobile work area also I am assembling, here also I assembling. Instead of creating ad hocly multiple times, only once you can configure as assembly operation, and you can reuse in both places. So basically, operations are nothing but a sequence of manufacturing steps to be performed in making of your item. These operations, while configuring operations, right, you will specify whether that operation is a count point operation or automatic operation. We will see what is the difference between count point or automatic. Automatic nothing but a automatic operation, system will automatically report as a completed. Count point are nothing but a you have to report manually. That is nothing but a, let's assume, assembly, right, work center, assembly operation, I mark as a count point. Count point is nothing but a manually you have to report. Let's assume my user performed assembly, but you have to record in system, right? So you have to open the system, you have to mark so and so operation is completed. That is nothing but a count point operation. But if your operation is automatic, then you don't need to cut. Automatically, system will mark as a automatic. In every production line, last operation must be the count point. That means last operation we must record in application manually. So and so, right? Operation is completed. So we have to mark as a manually. So while creating, right, operations, by selecting work center, you will associate your operations, right? You will associate to particular work center so that only once you define, right, and you can reuse whenever it's required. So that is nothing but a operations. We will see both. We will see standard operations and we will see how to use ad hoc operations, means only one type, that is not reusable. Then we are having one more concept called routing. In EBS, you will call it as a routing. In Fusion application, right, we will call it as a work definition. What it means, work definition. See, basically routing is nothing but a, right, at routing level, you will specify manufacturing process. See, for example, if you take here, you know, by seeing this screenshot, you will know, first you are going to performing sequence of steps. First, you will perform assembly. To do the assembly, you require so and so raw material. Once assembly is completed, we will move to installation. Once installation is completed, we will move to quality check. That is unavailable in paper. But how my system will know? To produce a mobile, these are the sequence of steps system has to follow. That is nothing but a routing. Routing in Fusion application, we will call it as a work definition. So at work definition level, we will define your manufacturing process. It will act as a template to execute sequence of production activities to produce, right, your finished product, or maybe to manufacture your finished product. So here we will specify, right, in which department, what is the first operation, during to perform this first operation, what are the material required and what are the resources required. And once this operation one completed, what is your second operation? To perform this second operation, in which department you will perform, and to perform that operation, how many resources is required? Maybe one mission, one maybe a labor required. So after completing second operation, what is your third operation? Again, to perform this third operation, in which work center you will perform, what are the resources required? All these sequence of process to manufacture your finished good, we will specify in terms of work definition. You can create for a single item, you can create multiple work definition also. Why multiple work definitions? Let's try to understand. For example, right, to manufacturing laptop, I can define one work definition, right? Primary work definition. Let's say primary. Generally, I will follow this process. First, I will assembly, right? Then maybe installation I will do. Then I will do the quality check, quality, so that my production is ready. Let's assume this is regularly, this is the process I will do. I'm having one more work definition for same finished product called laptop. Let's say secondary work definition. Let's assume sometimes, right, if you go to any mall site, they will sell the laptop without having any software, means without window, right? So just simply plain laptop you will buy. Later you will procure the license from Microsoft, you will install. So let's assume I got that similar thing. In that case, I cannot use this work definition, right, to produce my finished product. So further, to support multiple various ways of production, you can create as many as number of work definitions. So I will create one more secondary work definition. There I will specify, first we will perform assembly, then we will do directly quality check without installing, let's assume, maybe any softwares. So like this, for one finished product, sometimes, right, your finished product may have multiple work definitions to support different ways of your production activities. But every finished good must have at least one work definition, that is nothing but a primary work definition. Then once you configure all your master data, yes, what you will do, generally in EBS we will call it as you will create a discrete job, right? Discrete job. But in Fusion application, we will call it as a work order. So work order, nothing but that is an authorized document. You see, for example, right, you will go to shop floor and I will ask, right, verbally, hey, please go and start 100 laptops. They won't listen, right, if you say verbally. They need proper documentation. So what is that documentation? That is nothing but a work order. So while creating work order, we can specify, right, by using which work definition you are producing that final product, whether primary or secondary. Accordingly, sequence of steps system will generate. Once work order is created and approved, we will hand over that to your shop floor team, right? My shop floor team, what they will do, as per that work order, what are the steps system derived based on work definition. Accordingly, they will start the production and they will produce the finished product. So these are the right on high level terminologies. Before going to the application, you have to know. All right, when compared to EBS, these are the, but functionalities are same, but terminologies, right? Any questions as of now?
So quick question. So the terminology in the column C are related to Fusion, right? The standard ad hoc work definition.
I'm going to entering here. This is EBS Fusion application. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So, I'm in history. I was just wondering, the manufacturing calendar, doesn't it need to be assigned at the work center level? Because that's where your resources are assigned, right?
Yes. See, by default, we will see, sir, while doing the configurations.
But
as you asked, you can define at a manufacturing, right, plant level. Then you can associate at instance level. Why? Because if you see, right, again, just now we discussed one example, right? I'm having 10 assemblers, but 5 are working in morning shift, 5 are working in evening shift. But how my system will know who are those 5 employees are working in morning and who are working in evening? So at the resource instance level, you will associate, you will specify whether they are working 24/7. If they are working in shift, in which shift they are working.
Okay. Now we can anyhow, we're going to look at the application. How about we haven't spoken anything about inventory issues or anything like that?
Sorry, inventory?
issue to the works shop
Yes,
floor, issuing inventory.
obviously, right? If you see, right, this is my first operation, right? I required raw material. So if you require raw material, you have to issue. See, this is not simply issue. Again, if I go to course content, you will find a lot of details about issue. So we will discuss about how to reserve the material, how to
Okay.
multiple ways.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Just to show you, anyway, you ask here, you can see
Yeah.
how you will pick the material. How you will manually you can reserve, right?
Yeah.
From work order level you can reserve, or maybe by running the concurrent
Yeah.
jobs, or maybe we are having one material availability option. Means what you will do is once work order is created, you will go to material workbench. So
Yeah.
you will verify here
Yeah.
whether
That's
material
fine.
is
Sounds
available
good.
or not.
Yeah, I got it.
So all the in detail we will discuss, all the functionalities we will discuss.
Okay.
This is just a first session, right?
Okay.
You have to understand first terminologies.
Right.
Again, this if there is any change in terminology, even I don't need to discuss also. But as a lot of people came from EBS background and terminologies also changed, right? From EBS when compared with EBS. So that is the reason I am spending more time. Fine. Any questions?
Rishi, in standard operation, we are deciding what are the steps needed for manufacturing.
No.
And
In
in
routing. In routing, we will specify. In routing. See,
And-
routing is nothing but a sequence of steps to perform to produce the finished product. That routing we will call it as an EBS work definition. If you see, so every work definition. Yeah, work definition is nothing but a sequence of steps to perform. Okay, every product won't have same sequence of steps, right? If I want to produce a milk, different process is there, right? First, I have to, let's assume energy bar I have to produce. To produce energy bar, first I have to measure all the ingredients. Next operation is I have to maybe mix it. Next operation is I have to heat that mixture, whatever maybe I prepared. Then maybe 2000 kgs of bar will be ready. But in market, I am selling the product only 100 grams of bar, right? Then my next operation is I have to cut that 1000 kgs of bar into small pieces, right? 100 grams bar. Then I have to pack it. So that is, these are the sequence to produce energy bar. Similarly, to produce laptop, right? First I have to assembly, then I will install the software, then I will perform the quality check. Sequence of steps. Okay.
Okay. So in what standard operation will do? The steps will maintain, means like high level, the steps.
That is only your assembly is a one operation, right? Assembly is a operation.
Okay.
See, standard.
Okay.
These operations are nothing but these operations are two types: standard and ad hoc. If you create any operation as a standard, means you can reuse. Now I created as a operation as a assembly, right? Assembly. Same operation I can use for laptop creation also. But whatever ad hoc operations you created, that is only one time purpose. You cannot reuse it. Every time you have to create. So for example, I am doing assembly. Why I have to, whenever I am creating work definition, every time manually, why I have to enter, right? At the time of creating work definition. Let's assume I am having 100 finished goods. Each finished goods must have work definition, right? So that means minimum 100 work definitions I have to create. Do you agree with me? 100 routings I have to create. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
So let's assume all these 100 finished goods, right? First up, I'm going to performing assembly. So whenever I'm creating work definition, why I have to ad hocly create this assembly operation? Instead of creating at individual work definition level, somewhere, right, I will create this assembly operation as a standard operation. Just I will reuse it. So that what will happen? You can reduce your time also while doing the configuration, right? So that is what standard operations are reusable. So you have to understand what are the operations repeatedly they are performing. Those operations we will define as a standard operations. But while creating work definition, sometimes, right, you may require, right, or maybe a work order, right? For example, this is the I'm using this one, right? Let's assume to produce the laptop, this is the work definition. Let's assume a case. This is the work definition. I am not packing. Okay. But when my customer, I received a order from my customer, he want pack also. Now let's assume I created work order. While created work order, I associated my work definition called primary. In this primary work definition, how many operations are there? Only 3, right? Assembly, installation, and QA. These 3 automatically will get populated, right? Whenever I am creating work definition. On top of that one, in a particular work order, I will include one more ad hoc operation called packing. This packing operation won't available in another work order. Only in this particular work order, ad hocly it is available. That is nothing but a ad hoc operation. So you cannot reuse it. Clear?
Yes, Rishi, it's clear.
And also these operations, as I mentioned, again further you can divide as a 2 types based on how you are reporting. Count point and automatic. Suppose this is a count point operation. Count point is nothing but whenever I completed this operation, I have to come to system. Manually, I have to report in system. So operation is completed. But if your operation is automatic, you no need to report manually in system. Automatically system will mark your operation is completed. Even though you didn't complete it, system point of view, it is completed. We will see in application. Okay. But in any work order, your last operation must be the count point. At any cost, last operation, you have to report manually. So operation, last operation, I completed. Like that, you have to report manually only. But in between, those operations manually you can go, or maybe automatically also you can go. We will see in application how to do. Okay. But just to give you high level, that is the meaning of count point and automatic. Count point is nothing but manually you have to report. Okay. Fine. Any further questions?
Work definitions can be reused, right? Basically.
Yes, yes. If you see, right now,
Okay.
while creating work order, right, I must specify which work definition you are using. Why? Because based on work definition only, system will derive sequence of steps. Suppose if I use my work definition as primary, I have to perform these are the steps. While creating work order, if I associated secondary, then these are the steps only I will perform. QA installation I want to perform. I will assemble the product and I will do the quality check and I will deliver the product to my customer. Based on your work definition only, whenever you are creating particular work order, your sequence of steps will generate.
Got it.
Yes?
Thank you.
Where is your reporting done? Is it done at a manufacturing completion, sir? Is there some
That is
step called like
multiple
that?
options are there, sir. See, whenever
Okay.
how you
Okay.
can do is, now I completed 10th operation, immediately I can specify.
Right.
So to complete this 10th operation, so and so material I used. Or else I will complete all the operations, my finished product also ready. After completing, I will report. In 10th operations, this is the material, this much quantity I used. In 28th operation, this is the material, this much quantity I consumed. This is the operation, this is the material, this much quantity I consumed. So it depends on, right? System will give you both options. You can go with operation level, individual operation level, or maybe you can report your material consumption, or maybe resource consumption at the end of the operation also, end of the work order also. Okay.
But where are you reporting your time and labor and
Yeah, that's only, sir.
actual
That's only. I am
Here
saying
only.
both material reporting, resource reporting.
and labor also done here at the routing
Only, right?
at
This was
the
nothing but a labor.
okay.
So now let's assume 10th operation I completed, right? So while reporting 10th operation is completed, I can report what are the material I consumed, what are the resources I utilized. Or else, without reporting material or without reporting resource, I will complete 10th operation. I will mark 10th operation is completed, installation also completed, quality check also completed. Now my work order got closed. After completing the work order, then I will report. In 10th operation, this is the material, this is the resource. In 28th operation, this is the material, this is the resource. In 30th operation, this is the material, this is the resource. System will give you both options. Clear?
Okay.
We will see both options. We will see at individual operation level while completing this operation, how you will report, or maybe without reporting, I will produce a finished product. After that, I will report the material and resources. Okay. Both options we will see.
That's backflush.
Yes.
Okay.
What about the costing details?
Then that is finally right. So that is what we discussed, right? End of the day, it has to go to costing, right? That is what, we discussed, right? As part of overall process level. See, here we are discussing what are the master data. But before this, we discussed, right? So you will plan it. We will see, sir, further capabilities. Obviously, end of the day, right? Everything must be cost. It has to go to cost management.
Is there any default costing method that
not only manufacturing, whether it's a receiving transaction or shipping transaction, manufacturing transaction, AP or maybe AR, any transaction you perform in any subledger module, it will go to costing. Yeah, sorry, something you are asking.
Is there any default costing method that cloud?
Yes, it will support both standard. It will support standard. It will support average costing. It will support actual costing. And recently they introduced periodic costing also. But generally, based on my observation, based on my experience, generally manufacturing industries, they will follow standard costing. Not all, but majority of customers, which I see.
If your cost standard doesn't change, then you go for standard costing. Yeah.
But if you go to Middle East, those people, again, based on my experience, I'm saying they will use actual.
Industry specific. Yeah.
Generally, Middle East, right, organization, they won't use standard cost. Majority of customers. Anyway, yeah. So just whatever we discussed, that is what here you can see. So this is what before, right, creating any work order. Where is that? Let me close it. So before creating work order, you have to come up with all your setups. What are the setups required? First, you have to define your items and item structure, nothing but a bill of material. While creating item structure, you have to specify what are the items required and how much quantity required. Then you will define your resources, work center operations. Then finally, you will define work definition. That is nothing but a routing. So whenever you are creating work order, you will specify corresponding work definition. Accordingly, sequence of steps system will derive. And just to give you, this is the Oracle provided screenshot. You will find in user guides also. I will tell you how to find the user guides. This is my manufacturing plant, right? This is my work area here. Maybe this is mobile area. This is maybe my laptop work area. So in this work area, what are the departments? If you see here, only one department. But here we are having two departments. Each department contains your resources. This is the packaging line, maybe equipment. This is the labor resource. And again, labor means simply technicians. You cannot say, right? Granular level of resource, like James is a technician, maybe Mob or maybe Tom. Similarly, in production line, maybe lathe mission 1, lathe mission 2, right? Those are nothing but a granular level if you want to track. Anyway, fine. Yeah. Any questions before moving to next slide? Okay. So if you are not having any questions, this is what's up manufacturing. Just now we discussed it. Please bring your Gmail IDs in chat window so that I will share the course content as well as today's video. Or else if you are not interested, I mean, to share here, right, in public forum, maybe you can, right, we are having my WhatsApp, right, or maybe Gmail ID, here you will see, you can share to, right, WhatsApp also, if you are not ready to share in chat window. Anyway, Now let's see manufacturing. This is what just now we discussed. You will define your manufacturing plant data. That is nothing but a work area, work center, resources, and work definitions. Then you will execute. That means as per your work orders, right? Again, how you will create work order? You can create work orders two types. Manually, I will create work order, or maybe if I multiple ways are there to create work order. Sorry. Hey, what happened today? Okay, yeah. See, multiple ways are there to create work orders. Manually, I will create this work order, nothing but a discrete job in EBS, right? Manually, I will create all the things we will discuss, sir, in detail. Manually, I will create, or maybe if you are already having planning implemented, right? Based on your demand, right? Supply and demand, your planning engine will automatically create the work order. Or maybe if you are having, right, B2B sales orders, B2B sales orders, right? In B2B sales order, what will happen? We won't maintain any on-hand quantity. Whenever I receive the order from my customer, then I will start the production. That is nothing but a B2B. Yes, once you create the sales order in order management, your sales order will create the work order. Or else if you implemented min-max planning, right? Based on your min-max planning also, system will create the work orders. We will see all those one by one. But once work order created, execution is common, right? Just we have to follow the sequence of steps. So then once you execute it, it will go to costing, right? Whatever maybe material you use, right? Consumed, what is the cost, and how much resource you used, what is the cost per resource for each hour. So everything it will go to cost, and finally system will calculate your finished product. Finished product cost. Hope you are able to hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's fine. Go.
Okay. So what are the capabilities Fusion manufacturing, right? Fusion, Oracle Fusion Cloud manufacturing will provide you. As we discussed, first one is, right? It will allow you to configure as per your business requirement. We can configure the master data, and as per your business requirement, we will execute the work orders, and we can monitor those work orders, right? We can monitor those work orders. If any exceptions are there, yes, we can report those exceptions. And also, finally, it will go to costing. And if you see in detail, some of the right capabilities I included here on top of whatever we discussed. We already discussed, right? What are the setups you will do, and also we discussed during the execution, right? How you will report materials or maybe resources. On top of that one, some important capabilities I mentioned here, but don't think only these are the capabilities. If you go to the course content, you will find a lot of capabilities. Some key, right, capabilities I mentioned here. First one is you can print your work definition report, so that, right, whatever may be sequence of steps you have to perform, it is available as a PDF copy. You can share internally, or maybe you can share with your production operator, so that those sequence of operations he can perform. And also it will calculate manufacturing lead time. Why? Because system has to schedule, right? See, simply, right, to produce laptop, let's assume in my organization, it will take 10 days time, at least 1 day time. Now my customer order 100 laptops, he want maybe within 2 days. Can I deliver? No, right? Why? Because I'm having the maximum per day I can produce based on my schedule or time, right? Only 20 laptops. So he want maximum in 2 days, means only 40 laptops I can produce. But my customer is asking for 100 laptops, right? So based on your configuration, system will calculate your manufacturing lead time, how much time it will take to produce one finished product. We will see where you will configure. Yes, just here I'm giving you what are the capabilities, but how you will configure, how system will do, in detail we will see one by one in further sessions. And also it will support serialized enabled manufacturing, means each and your item is serial control item. Each and every serial level, granular level, you can do the manufacturing. We will see. And it will support back-to-back. Just now we discussed, right? Back-to-back sales orders. Back-to-back sales orders. And it will support configured orders, nothing but a CTO, ATO, PTO, kit items. We will see all those things. And also it will support contract manufacturing. I forgot to mention here. Maybe available in down. Anyway, if you review the course content, you can find. contract manufacturing means I won't manufacturing anything. I will outsource everything to supplier, or maybe it will support outside processing also. Means some of the operations outside means I want to give completely all the operations outsourced. Maybe if you see right, assembly I only do, installation I will give my suppliers. That means only particular operation I am outsourcing. Again, quality I only do. It will support outside processing as well as contract manufacturing also it will support. And also during this process, yes, we can reserve the material, right? Now let's assume today I got order for 100 laptops. If I didn't reserve raw material, what will happen? That raw material maybe for some other sales order purpose, some other work order purpose, my warehouse operator, he may reserve, right? But to make sure material is availability for my work order, yes, you can reserve the material so that you cannot reserve that particular material for any other sales order or maybe a work order or maybe for any other demand. And yes, it will support while scheduling, right? Forward scheduling, backward scheduling, midpoint scheduling, it will support. We will see what it means. What is forward scheduling? What is backward scheduling? What is midpoint scheduling? We will discuss. And also just now we discussed, right? Once we create the work order by using material availability rules, we can check the whether material is available or not, and we can analyze the material shortage. So if you find material is available, you will reserve the material. If material shortage is there, you may procure the raw material, or maybe you can manufacture that raw material in your manufacturing plant also. And also it will support for mass actions. Means I created 100 work orders. I want to close all 100 work orders. One by one, I cannot close, right? So by using mass action, I can update the status. On bulk, I can change the work order priorities. I can close the work order. In bulk, I can use by using mass action, I can perform particular operations or actions on a particular work orders. And also if required any additional information, like in EBS, we will call it as a DFF, right? Descriptive text fields. Yes, here also it will support. So as per your customer requirement, we can configure new fields to capture additional information. We can enable new fields so that whenever I'm creating work order or maybe work definition or maybe operations or maybe resources, that additional information we can capture. And it will support attachments also, right? If you see, right, generally, if you go to real plant, right, once we create the work order, generally they will upload the attachments. Means in 10th operations, how you have to perform assembly. So to support that one, let's assume if he is an experienced person, he is working from last 20 years in my organization, you no need to explain him how to assemble, right? He can go and configure, he can go and assemble. Let's assume one new employee join, he don't know how to assemble. Maybe whatever sequence of steps he has to follow. Now what I can do, that PDF sequence of steps, how he has to assemble, maybe while creating work order at 10th operation level, I will upload into application so that whenever he is performing 10th operation, he will review that PDF copy and accordingly he will complete that operation. This Fusion application will support multiple ways. It will support attachments. We will see. And also you can collaborate by using social networking. The social networking nothing but that is inbuilt functionality within the Fusion application, like Gmail. In Gmail, what you will do, you will communicate messages, right, with your friends, right, or maybe in your office also by using whatever maybe communication tool you are using, right? Maybe it's a Microsoft one. What is the purpose? To communicate some messages or maybe to send some attachments, right? Same thing, right? Within the Fusion application, we are having right, social networking. Concept name is social networking. By using social networking, now let's assume I created one work order. I have to communicate with my manager. So how you will communicate? By using social networking. Yes, you can share your right, some information with your colleagues or maybe attachments also you can share, right? Or maybe in software, whatever issues you raised. Let's assume I am facing some issue with software. Some lathe machine is not working. Immediately I have to report. I created one exception. But if I create one exception, that is not sufficient, right? I have to report to maybe particular whoever maybe right, lathe machine repair person. I have to inform. How will inform? I will send a one message by using this social networking. I will drop a message to him so that he will come to particular lathe machine. He will work on that one. Okay. That is what next one here you can see. We can during this production, if any issues are there, we can raise those as a production exceptions. We will see how to raise all the things. And sometimes you can automatically trigger your downstream documents like purchase order in case of if you see right OSP item. So outside processing, as part of outside processing, we will see how you will automatically right create purchase requisitions. And on ad hoc basis also you can procure the material for a particular work order. Now let's assume I got a work order for 100 laptops, but only 50 RAMs are available. 50 RAMs not available. Generally, if I procure, what will happen? RAMs, that 50 RAMs maybe my operator he can use for another purpose. Instead of that one, for a particular work order purpose, I will procure the material so that you cannot use that 50 RAMs for any other work order. So you can procure material directly from your work order also. That functionality also available. We will see. And also if any changes happen to item structure. If you see, right, these are our item structure, right? Laptop. These are item structure. So as part of this item structure, we created our work definition. Let's assume always this is only the item structure we want to use, right? Based on market condition, we have to upgrade. Now let's assume everyone is expecting LED screen, or maybe they are expecting camera. Then what I will do? I will add camera also. That means I updated, right, my item structure. But what will happen? Your work definition, it will contain your old structure only. How you will automatically update any changes to your work definition? Yes, it will support. You can coordinate your engineering changes and revisions, and you can automatically write corresponding work definitions. So for that, right, how you have to run some seeded programs. You will see how you will automate that process and how you will send a notifications, right? Whenever I done any changes to any particular item structure, right? Whatever may be item structure, wherever you are using, system will send a notification to a particular person so that they may take immediate action. Or maybe you can automate that complete process also. We will see. And also, again, internet issue. It won't happen from tomorrow due to heavy rain here. It is happening. Okay. So as I mentioned, right, it will support to upload, right, bulk data. We will use FBDA. Generally in EBS, what will happen? It's a purely technical task, right? If you want to upload items, anything, right, you have to depend on technical person. But here, the data migration, right, legacy data migration is no more a technical task. We will see how to use FBDA. And also, right, as I discussed, right, here we created work definition manually. But you can work definition, you can automatically also you can create. Means once you create a item structure, right, automatically you can create work definition. Yes, we will see in application how you will do. And also it will support electronic signatures. Some organizations, right, once you create a work order, you have to take proper approval. Now I created work order for 100 laptops. But let's assume some organizations, right, whenever you create work order or maybe work definition, it has to go to your manager. He has to approve. He has to sign his electronic signature. Yes, Fusion application, it will support electronic signature also. We will see how to take approvals and how to take electronic signatures. And it will support your real time any changes happen. Yes, we will see. And also it will support audit data also. Audit thing, but whenever I done any changes, right? For example, I updated a work definition, but I have to know, right, who updated, why they updated. Generally, this audit very useful in process industry. Why? Sorry. We will stop. Sorry, I will finish this topic and we will stop. So it's frequently restarting. Anyway, if you see, right, this audit trail, right, very much useful in process industry. Why? Because if you see, right, process industry, right, let's assume a medicine. So it will go with specific formulas, right, or maybe specific composition. Let's assume, right, actually I have to use to produce a particular medicine, particular raw material, I have to use only 5%. But let's assume maybe some engineer he updated as a 7%. How I will know who modified my work definition or maybe who modified my composition? So I have to track everything, right? So yes, it will support audit trail also. But by default, it will be disabled. So based on your customer requirement, on which object, right? For example, only on work definition, I want enable audit trail. Yes, go and enable only on work definition. Or maybe I want enable only for operations. Yes, go and do only operations. We have to identify. We have to check with our customer if he really required audit trail, right? If he say yes, then we have to identify. We have to check with him on which objects that audit trail is required. So that accordingly we will enable so that system will record. So all these functionalities system will support on top of this one. But not only this one, if you go to my course content, lot of features capabilities are there. Please spend at least the better. We will stop here, sir. From tomorrow, right? We will start whatever we discussed, right? Slowly we will do. Why? Because due to this heavy rain here, I mean, frequently net is fluctuating. Better we will stop here. Any questions as of now? Please ping your Gmail IDs so that I will. No, sir. Planning is not part of manufacturing. Planning we won't discuss. This is purely manufacturing and quality. But we will discuss EPC, right, to support contract, for example. Hope you are able to hear me, right? Hello? Are you able to hear me? Hello? Hello? I am unable to hear. Planning we won't discuss, sir. But whatever required, right? For example, for OSP, right? Maybe purchasing is required, right? For OSP. So just we will directly go and we will create the purchase order and we will receive the material. It's purely a manufacturing and quality session. Any further questions? Else we will stop here, sir. I mean, my internet is today fluctuating.
Rishi, MSCA is supported, Rishi, in Fusion?
Yeah, which one? Which one? Could you please repeat?
MSCA is supported?
I don't think, sir, it is available 100%. It is there, but not full-fledged. But let me check.
MSCA, Mobile Supply Chain Applications, is supported?
Yeah, mobile, that's only I am saying. If you see, right, tomorrow I will explain you about versions. If you see, right, mobile application, right,
Okay.
mobile application. 1 second.
Can you display the second slide? I think I have not
1 second, sir. 1 second.
Yeah.
Sir.
Can you display the second slide?
Sir, let me answer your question first. This one, mobile application. If you see, right, every quarter, right, Oracle will do the releases. That means 24A. That is the first quarter, right? Whenever you come the 24A, your instance version, they will add some new functionality. Sometimes they won't add also. That means January, February, March. Then next quarter, 24B. After that, now we are in 24C version. So now, right, next month it will upgrade to 24D. So now if you come to mobile application, earlier mobile application is not there. In 24A, they introduced mobile application. Okay, mobile inventory application. As part of this mobile inventory application, you can perform as of now, few, not all, some sort of options, like you can receive the material, you can deliver the material, right? You can do the receiving and you can do the cycle counting. Earlier, shipping is not available. Now in 24C, I think, shipping also they included. So like this, slowly they are adding the functionalities. But just to answer your question, yes, mobile application feature is available, just introduced 6 months back only. But if you expect complete functionality, no, not available. Maybe hopefully down the line, maybe within 3-4 quarters, right? Maybe complete functionality is available in mobile application. Clear? This is the one. Yes, sir. Tell me. Hope I answered your question, right? On mobile application. Hello? Hello? And also, right, to support manufacturing, right, we are having mobile app also. App is available. Now this app is going to end date. This app is going to end date, and this app is moving to as part of mobile application in future. Okay.
Do you have any
Okay.
standard methodology for any?
Sorry, could you please repeat? somebody asked some question.
That's fine. We can do it tomorrow.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
was just wondering, you got any standard implementation methodology?
yes, we are having, right, in EBS how you will use AIM. Here we will use different methodology. We will go to unified methodology. In EBS it's AIM. In cloud it's different. We will see, sir. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow. I think it doesn't make
Here we will
sense.
call it as a unified methodology. I mean, in further sessions we will discuss what are the documents are available. Here you will have, right, MD50, MD70, CV40, something like that, right? Or BR100 business requirement. So similar type of you are having. We will see. We will discuss in further sessions. Yeah, please ping your Gmail IDs, whoever not yet ping. Sorry, today my internet is fluctuating. Better I will stop here. Just only I will take up your questions if anyone having. Please, I will request you spend some time, at least 5 to 10 minutes, just go through course content. But surely 100% I can tell you, sir, no one will explain you each and everything which is available, right? Yeah, only reason is I am not running any institute. From home I will conduct. I am not in hurry to complete the session in 10 hours or maybe 20 hours. Minimum it will take 50 plus hours. So you also have to be patient.
Yeah.
If anyone
Yeah.
want
Well, I mean,
immediately, right? If anyone want immediately, please let me know. I will share previous batch videos so that you can immediately will get all the things. That is only what I can do. And also don't push
yeah.
me to
Yeah.
complete the
Once
course.
the payment is
Yeah, I will.
once the payment is all done, can you provide the instance and guide
Yes,
us
yes.
through the Oracle
Yes, sir.
document or something?
Yes, sir. We will
Something
discuss
pretty
each and
quickly.
everything we will discuss, sir, as part of our course. Not only this one, right, to improve your knowledge. If you see, right, every quarter, right, Oracle introduce some new features. May introduce, may not introduce. But how you will know? How you will know what are the features they introduced? So where you will find how to improve your knowledge. Multiple ways are there. We are having one day separate session on after completing, right? First, my preference is I will suggest you, please watch my videos. Once you practice once or twice, 90% of your functionalities you can configure. I'm sure on that one. Maybe some 2-3 people are there, my old students. I mean, they attended my supply chain and other courses, right? So on top of my videos, right, then give the next preference to some other resource. I will give you the what are the resources are available in market to improve your knowledge. Okay, we will discuss, sir, as part of the course only. We will discuss. And instance also, you don't need to worry. You will use as many as number of days. You can use 1 year, 2 years. I don't have any concerns.
Can you show the second slide, please, once?
Now, second slide we didn't discuss. This is the first slide. Then I went to third slide.
Yeah. So what is the second slide not required, that is?
No, not yet discussed. Why? Because
Okay, sorry, okay.
I don't want to confuse. No, why I don't
Got
want
it, got
just
it.
now
Thank
I
you.
mentioned, right? Manufacturing, it will support your in-house operations. This is in-house operation. This is contract manufacturing operations. This is in-house, but anyway, as you asked about second slide, this is in-house process. This is contract manufacturing process. But anyway, from tomorrow onwards, we are going to discuss in detail, right? That is the reason I didn't discuss here. Okay. Hope you got it, right?
Got it. Thank you. Thank you, Rishi. Got it. Thank you very much.
Fine. Any further questions?
Yeah, regarding the instance and documentation.
Yes, sir. Just now I answered, right? I will give you the instance. We can use more than 1 year, 2 years. And in coming further,
Yeah.
we will discuss about
When can you,
documentation.
I mean, can you do it at the earliest so that,
Yeah, tomorrow only I will share, sir. So, and
yeah, I mean,
and again,
if also can you provide your
yeah, I will share, sir.
details,
All the details
bank,
I will share today itself. Instance, everything I will share today only. Okay.
yeah, how does the payment needs to be done through your bank account or?
No, I will send you the, sir, details over the email.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Yeah. And also coming to documentation part, right? As I mentioned, we are having 1 day separate session on documentation. How to improve your skills on top of our videos or maybe our training. we will discuss it. We are having 1 day session on that.
So it's going to be a everyday class or
Yes, sir. Every day except Sunday.
except Sunday? Okay. So your Sunday is Saturday. Okay.
Maybe for you it's Saturday, right? Saturday night.
Yeah, just Saturday. Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay, let's call it up.
If no questions, yeah, we will stop here. Let's
Thank
see
you.
from
Thank you very
tomorrow
much.
onwards, we will open the application. Slowly, we will start one by one. And again, please, this is the one, right? Slide we will use for entire our course. First slide. Just assume this is our manufacturing plant blueprint. Okay, just example. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. If no questions, right? Yeah, that's it for today.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you very much.
yeah.
Have a nice day.
Yeah. See you tomorrow. And if anybody not yet given your Gmail IDs, please do. Maybe personally or maybe over the chat. See you. See you tomorrow.